Come on, Marcos.
You're already talking to it.
How we doing, everyone? Sam here from United People's TV. Got James here from Wall Street in the office. We're here to do the Europa League draw that's coming up. Let me open up your comments so I can read those as they're coming in. Oh, 1 second there. There we go. How we doing, everyone? Let me know who you want. Flav's also here from the Fighting Cock.
Fuck Man United.
Yeah, he's also very nice. He's actually a Europa League veteran, seeing as he's a Spurs fan, so he can actually offer us some real insight into who we may get in this draw. If you don't know the teams, we could draw Ajax, Anderlecht, Besiktas, Celta Vigo, Genk, Lyon, and Schalke. Let me know who would be your ideal draw and who would be the hardest team that you think we could draw in that. For me, looking through them, Genk, short trip to Belgium, because Man United, obviously these fixtures are coming thick and fast, and this quarterfinals are going to be both around the Chelsea at home game. If we get through that and we go through to the semi-final, that would be both around the Arsenal away game. So it's going to be pretty tough for Man United, but that's what you get when you're in all the competitions. And looking at the games they played in the round of 16, obviously we got past Rostov, which ended up being a very, very simple and easy game. Lyon did very well, beat Roma 5-4 on aggregate. That could be a tough match. Obviously Memphis Depay, he's moved to Lyon. But right, you're a neutral. James a QPR fan. You know he's coming in with the big boys now in the Europa League.
Can only dream of the Europa League.
Out of those teams, who would you say would be the hardest for Man United to draw?
Well, do you know what? So I just had a look at the gambling odds, which is obviously a good indicator. You've got Lyon. You guys are favourites, 13-8. Then Lyon, second favourites. Celta Vigo. Then Schalke, Ajax, Besiktas, Anderlecht, Genk. Then Kuban Krasnodar, 40-1.
Are they even in it anymore?
They're not even in it anymore.
No,
that's weird.
I don't know where you're getting these odds.
Alright, well, it's probably the top guys. Are probably, who's still in there then? Lyon's still in there.
Yeah, Lyon's still in there. Lyon, for me, Lyon looks like the toughest team.
Lyon or Celta Vigo or Schalke.
Schalke did well.
You want to stay away from.
Schalke were losing 2-0 in their first leg to Mönchengladbach, and they came back in the second leg and won it.
You played Anderlecht, I reckon, over the years a lot, haven't you?
Ajax knocked us out of the Europa League 2 years ago. I can't remember playing it. We played Schalke. We played them in the semi-final, and that was when they still had Neuer in goal.
Really?
We knocked them out in the semi-final.
That feels like a group game that you used to play all the time. Anderlecht in the Champions League.
Well, the Europa League. Let's be honest, guys. The Europa League has been pretty poor so far. That game against Rostov was like pulling teeth. It was classic Mourinho. We didn't need to score. We just didn't want to concede, and he set up with 5 at the back against Rostov.
Do you know what though? There were people getting sort of angry about that. But Mourinho would have, if Mourinho was Man City manager, he would have got them through that game against Monaco.
Yeah.
He would have seen them through, and his team would have been comfortable doing it instead of maybe getting nervous at the fact that they were being slightly defensive. You're through to the next round. That's all that matters, really. And do you know what? Probably a slower paced game, a flat game, is actually, with so many games that you've got to play, that's not a bad thing. I don't think that's the worst thing.
Well, we don't need frantic 24/7. We had frantic in the Chelsea game. That didn't really work out for us. But people asking now, who have we got? We haven't got anybody yet because the draw hasn't happened. They're standing there next to the balls, deliberating on many things.
So many people have left. It was absolutely packed with people, and all the Champions League guys have just left now. That's a shame.
Being unfair. But anyways, yeah.
What's he saying?
Flav,
What
right?
about Genk? They're in it.
Flav, you're a Spurs fan. What you play, Genk?
Yeah, we didn't. We played Ghent.
Oh, not my bad.
Who Genk then went on to beat. Yeah, we had an absolutely horror show in the.
Oh, you lost, didn't you?
Yeah, we did. We lost. We drew 2-2 at Wembley, and we lost that there 1-0.
The balls are being spun.
We're on the edge.
But it's exciting.
Contain your excitement.
Europa League's exciting. You just don't, it could mean anything. You get the easiest draw under the sun, or you get Lyon, who are different.
Is this your best chance of getting in the Champions League?
No, I still think we'll finish top 4, but
It's an easier one though.
I'd love to win the Europa League. Is it
really? Well, there's easier teams. Here we go. First team coming out.
I'm gonna say Anderlecht.
Anderlecht.
So many games in April.
Please. Let's
I wouldn't mind Anderlecht.
their opponents.
You say that
not
to
great
Belgium.
away
It's not far to go though.
It's not a great away day. You just can't get tickets. Ground's tiny.
Here we
I'm
go.
the same as Sinet. We have 1,300.
Manchester United.
Oh, there you go. That was nice and quick. See you later. Thanks you all for tuning in. No, Anderlecht. So apparently it's not a good away day, but you've got to be happy with that. It's a short trip.
Yeah.
I mean, we could have had Besiktas, and that would have been a long trip around, as I said, that Chelsea game. Mourinho's going to be happy with that. I'm happy with that.
Yeah, I think we're very happy with that.
If you win this, and Leicester somehow win Champions League, there is no fourth place Champions League place.
Have we heard that? So if Man United win the Europa League, and we're favourites now, and Leicester also win the Champions League, which could happen, then whoever finishes fourth in the Premier League this year won't qualify for the Champions League. So if Arsenal finish fourth, supreme. That would be a wonderful ending.
I still want them to finish sixth, but
We definitely do. But let me know what you think about Anderlecht. I think that's a cracking draw. We've avoided some tough games in there. Obviously, hopefully Lyon get drawn against Besiktas. They're the other two big games that are left in this. Lyon, Besiktas, Shakhtar.
Lyon are good. Shakhtar and Besiktas.
So Celta Vigo against Genk is another one. That is a terrible game of
Shakhtar's a
football.
horrible tie away.
Yeah, that's true. I think Anderlecht, they often have like one or two good players who are going to probably get picked up by better teams. But overall, they shouldn't really
So
pose threat.
Spurs would have beaten Genk and then Genk. I'd be in Amsterdam in April. Oh, shit.
That's what it's like, the life of a Spurs fan, eh? But let's see.
Genk could draw in Amsterdam.
Ronak's saying good draw. We should beat them comfortably. Absolutely should. Someone asking about the travel there. Which team should be given? Which team would be giving a long travel? That would have been Besiktas. Would have been the hardest in terms of actual length of travel. So I actually been drawn against Schalke. That's good. So one of those teams should hope. Well, then one of those teams will go out.
Mark Overmars in the crowd.
Does that mean Lyon's? Who Lyon got then? Besiktas.
Yeah.
I think that means Lyon's got Besiktas. Not sure. There's only one ball left, but I haven't been looking, so I don't know.
Less jazzy balls as well in this draw. Champions League, they had like little football balls, but this was just like little eggs.
Actually, are Kinder eggs.
Yeah, I think they are. Repurposed.
Besiktas.
That's good. Good draw for Man United.
That is a
Big teams
perfect
going
draw
out.
for Man United. Besiktas have been drawn against Lyon, and Schalke have been drawn against Ajax. The other four semi-tough ties left in that. Two of them will be out, and now we're going to be going through in hopefully to the semi-final. Depends what goes on, but let me know how confident you are after that draw. For me, Anderlecht. It was either Anderlecht or Genk. That would have been the two ideal draws. SM Gaming saying Bet will get knocked out. Remain positive. Alright, remain positive. That is it.
What do you say? Someone's going to get knocked out?
Come on, Brentford!
There's a rogue Brentford fan.
Come on, you Spurs!
There's unfortunately a Spurs fan
Just
too.
respect his life.
Keep ya! Keep ya!
I'm going to end this stream after this madness, but let me know what your reaction to the draw is. For me, that's good luck for
Yeah,
Man
if you actually
United.
want to go to a football game, come to Rob and QPR
Yeah.
tomorrow at Loftus Road.
Don't bother.
Always welcome.
Don't waste your time.
Right, it was a bit rude getting